All right, folks. So it's kind of a early review. I got the Signature Fitness device here for doing belt squats and arm curls and all kinds of other crap. Um, this thing is set up to be used with 2x2, 2x3, 3x3, but that's not really a true statement. This is 2x2, all right, and it is way wider. I have put one spacer in here, and I believe for this to work really well, you're going to want to have a spacer. Now, what do you make that spacer out of? Probably something, maybe not steel on steel, but if you can find, something of another material that would fit in there, that is probably 0.4375 long, two of those for each side, and then whatever inner diameter plus some tolerance to fit that pin through is what you're going to need to have this work really well. Now, why do I say that, folks? When you're working out with this thing, it can go all over the place in a 2x2. Okay, that's just kind of stupid. Like, this is not a good design for that. The device itself is very well built. It's heavy duty. Just screwing around with it, I was able to do some cool stuff that I really can't do otherwise here. Now, I say that I have a landmine, so some of these things I can do, but what I did discover is putting a bench like this bench right up against it. I can work my triceps. If I had either using that tricep bar or curling bar, we can do skull crushers. Obviously, I could do that with a barbell, with the super curl bar, regular curl bar, but it just adds another cool thing that you can do. Plus, if you have the single handled rope, I consider this a double one, right? Because it's got two of those. But the one that has just a single, you could work one arm at a time, one tricep at a time, one bicep at a time. If you had a straight bar, the attachment, the little like 12-inch long bar or whatever it is, that hooks in, you could use that. And then the curling bar, potentially lying on my back, I could have the V bar to work triceps as well. Now, how many plates can you put on here? That's a dang good question, right? One thing I thought is, hey, probably not a great idea to use anything but a rubber coated plate up against the steel, because the wear and tear is gonna obviously take off the paint, and it's gonna look like crap. And I don't think they they didn't put a second layer of paint on here, so I think it's gonna scratch pretty easy. But that said, let's go ahead and throw some plates on here and give you an idea how much it could hold. All right, so so far I just put two 45s on there and two 25s, and you can still see there is room for potentially at least three more 25s, or since I have the two 45s on there and they're about the same width as the 25s, you could see that right now we could have four 45s on there and potentially at least another three 45s. Let's try and find some other weights though. Now, of course, depending on how thick your plates are, you may get more or less plates on there. So these VTX are a bit wider, and that would show you that if I had VTX, I could probably only get up to six 45s on there, or the equivalent of, what is that, 270 pounds. So for some people doing belt squat, that's probably not going to be that much because you're not actually lifting the full 270, right? This is at an angle, and if you look at force times distance from there to the pivot point and then where you're actually at, there's a mechanical advantage, involved in this, so it's going to be less than that. Now, if I have some other plates here, but you can see thickness wise, the 45s probably that I have are all about the same thickness. So I might be able to get 7 45s on here, might not. Now, whether this can handle that, you know, the way this is designed, if you had the 3x3, I'd feel better about this. One thing I didn't talk about, you could use this to do shrugs. So I have these handles here. You could make it like a dumbbell shrug, or use the rope and do some shrugs, or a bar or whatever. But yeah, this good things about this design, and then there are some seriously bad things for a 2x2 that, you know, maybe one could fix if they had the right gear, or not right gear, but the right fasteners to fix these issues. Now, the other thing is that little pin, you know, I'm not sure what diameter is. So let's just call it 3/8 of an inch. It'd be nice to have an insert to fit into the 1-inch hole, and then something with spacers as well. But, you know, for $40, it seems like a pretty good piece of equipment. I'm not going to return it. I'll make it work, but I do believe, honestly, if you have the 3x3, and I'm not sure if the 2x3, if the 3-inch is the depth here, and then this front is 2-inch like that. If that's the case, then this would work good for that. But don't really recommend this design for the 2x2 unless you get some attachments to make it work. Now, I don't remember what the load rating is, so maybe this isn't a good idea to load this thing up with 6 or 7 45s. There's another design out there, $100. I'm not sure who makes it, but it's got its own built-in like kickstand, we'll call it, and then it allows you to put weights on the sides, which definitely easier to get on and off than this design, and it looks like it holds at least 50% more weight. That may be something better for a lot of you to consider versus you know, this design. But $40 versus $100, hey, you know, sometimes you know, like they say, you get what you paid for. But this may be all some of you need, and depending on what your needs are, you know, if you just want to do light belt squatting, a lot of reps, then maybe this thing's perfect for you. If you wanted to go heavier, maybe you need the additional side handles on that other one, and you need to spend $100. I'm just getting started with my voyage here with this. Maybe we buy the other one eventually, and, you know, put it on the other side of this cage. Maybe eventually I get another power cage, which I've thought about. That's another reason not to send this back. When I get the 3x3 power cage, this thing will be perfect for that. So now I need more attachments if I'm going to make this work. That means spending, you know, some more money. So just because that was $40, you're looking at least, I think, another 30 or 40 for the belt squat itself, the belt for the belt squat. You know, an accessory pack for all these things, probably another $60. So you're going to be into this for at least 140 to make it work, plus all the weights you need. Like, I have a crap ton of weights, right? So you know, we're good there. Got some more weights over here. There's weights over there too. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the amount of weights I have. It's just a problem with you know, how many weights do I need to put on here? But hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.